Hello, everybody. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey, everybody. Thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. I'm hoping this is going to be a big treat. This is the 2016 edition of Goose Island's Bourbon County Stout. And a couple years ago, they had some problems with stuff being infected, so I'm hoping I've got a good one here. I'm not sure what to expect. If it's infected, I'm going to tell you that. If it's not, I'm going to tell you that too. So, final beer of the evening for me. So I'm hoping to finish up with a nice, tasty bourbon barrel stout. Yesterday's beer was unpalatable. The Dogfish 120. Lord, there's a lot of people that absolutely love that beer. I am not in that group, guys. I am not. All right, this is a 13.8%er. The ABV varies from batch to batch. The 2016 is 13.8. Commercial description here says, brewed in honor of the 1000th batch at our original Clybourne brew pub, a liquid as dark and dense as a black hole with a thick foam the color of a bourbon barrel. Denotes an intense mix of charred oak, chocolate, vanilla, caramel, and smoke. One sip has more flavor than your average case of beer. I wouldn't argue with that. Even though this brewery was bought out by AB InBev a long time ago, they have seemed to have left the Bourbon County series alone. And there are people that had it before they acquired it, and they say that it is different. I never had any before AB InBev got their little grubby hands on it. So I can just go by what I've had since then. And I find this. Now, a lot of the other beers that are, this one's, I think, still done in Chicago. A lot of other ones are done in New York. They're very transitional beers, guys. But the Bourbon County series and the stout and barley wine and stuff seem to be okay to me. I hate to support InBev. I did not buy this bottle. This was sent to me by my brother Rico. So Rico, thanks again, my brother. Haven't heard from you in a while. Hope you're well. Well, that is it. We don't need to talk about anything else. Untapped says it is 60 IBUs, guys. So, let's get this thing opened up and get it into the glass and see what we got. See what the 2016 brings to the table. Nice hiss. Not a lot of smoke coming out. While I pour this, I'll tell you the cheeses: buttery, brie, Gouda, Havarti, Swiss, General Chocolate, digestive. The meat is beef, smoked meat, game, and grilled meat. Not pouring hardly any head, so we figured we'd stand it up. It's not going to pour any head. Glassware to pint, bacchanalic tumbler, snifter, oversized wine glass. I got my favorite tulip glass. It says you could sell her for a long period of time. I can't think of a single reason why you couldn't. I can't quite get it all in there. It didn't pour hardly any head, guys. I didn't expect it would for almost a 14% stout. Got to be careful with this. I'll be spilling it all over me. Let's get it to the nose. It is pitch black, guys. Rich roasted malt. Getting the bourbon. Hints of black molasses and bittersweet chocolate. Maybe even some dark fruit in there. Well, let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. That's nice. I got a good one here. They did have, like I said, they did have a problem a couple years ago with some of their batches, heavy diacetyl butterscotch flavor. This one seems to be okay. Well, we're going to do the last little swallow out of the bottom of the bottle there. I couldn't get in there. And we're going to go out on the deck and sip on this beer and fire up a stogie to go with it and sip on it, since it's an almost 14%er, and see what it is, what we end up with here. Right now, pretty tasty. Alright guys, I'm back. Got a little left here. This beer is still awesome. I did the 2017 not long ago. This is the 2016 version, still just as tasty, selling very well. Very, very tasty. I found this particular brand from Goose Island, the Bourbon County Stout, still very, very tasty, as long as they're not having some kind of contamination issues like they had a couple years ago. They're still producing fairly tasty beers. And I even have some older versions of this, and I'm going to probably get two here in the near future because the fridge is getting a little thin. So got beers in there that has been waiting to be reviewed, some of the bigger beers, and I have some in the closet here. It's been waiting to get into the fridge. So we're going to get into some of those beers unless I receive something in the near future that needs to be reviewed fairly quick. Pale ales, IPAs, double IPAs. We're going to get into some of these bigger beers. So let's do the final chug on this one. Awesome beer, guys. Rich roasted malt, caramel, toffee, black molasses, bittersweet chocolate, hints of vanilla and coconut from the barrel aging. Awesome beer, guys. This is what I expect when I see something that's in the 13 to 20% ABV. Not looking for an IPA or a double IPA or anything like yesterday's beer in the 18.5%. That doesn't fit the style, guys. These beers that are bourbon barrel aged, they do fit the style. There's a whole lot of things going on in this beer. Like I said, with all the taste and different flavors that you get from something that's well made like this, instead of just boiling something and throwing a bunch of hops in it. Just my opinion, though. Final chug. Very nice, very smooth for an almost a 14%. Might be a slight hint of some alcohol in there, but I'm not detecting it nowhere near like I was on yesterday's beer. So I love this. I love these bourbon barrel aged beers when they're done correctly, and this one is done correctly. I enjoy this. I would buy this beer if I could get it here. Sometimes their stuff shows up here from Goose Island now, but usually these here, the Bourbon County Stouts and barley wines and stuff, usually disappear off the shelf as soon as they come in. Sometimes they don't even get on the shelf. They're bought up or promised before. There's a list. People get on the list just like they do the KBS and the CBS and some of those that are have a cult following, if you will. You got to know somebody or even have your name on the list just to get one bottle. So I do appreciate when I do get a hold of some of these beers that are very hard to get a hold of in these parts of the woods. So Rico, thanks again, my brother. Hope you're doing well. Haven't heard from you in a while. Give me a shout. Guys, to me, this is a 10 beer. It's absolutely outstanding. It's a world-class beer. I enjoyed it very, very much. Got everything that I'm looking for in a bourbon barrel stout. So let's go over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says it's 4.1 out of 5. I think it's much better than that, guys. They have it in the sectional range. I think it's outstanding. I think it's world-class. Over to Untapped. Untapped has it at 4.55. Numbers don't get much better than that, guys. That's probably some of the biggest numbers I've seen over there. And I agree with these guys a little bit more than I do with Beer Advocate. It just is what it is. We'll be nice and not say anything negative. So, yeah, it's world class. If you can get your hands, and you like this style of beer, a bourbon barrel stout, you need to get your hands on some of the stuff that these guys are producing. Even though I hate to say that, even they're owned by AB InBev, but this is a tasty beer. They're letting these guys still produce tasty stuff without interfering with the recipe and trying to make more money. It's giving us all the information. It's telling us ABV and what year it is and all that stuff on there. So it's a good beer. Pick it up if you get a chance. So that's going to wrap it up on this one, guys. If you've had it, this is the 2016 edition. Let me know what you think. This is the Bourbon County brand stout from Goose Island, 2016, 13.8%. Very, very tasty. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.